Yo, what's good, Die Hard? I'm Blake, and I'm with
Cam.
Yeah. All right, this is our first non-pay-per-view card with Max Holloway and Arnold Allen.
Hey, big chop, big chop. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Big chop, big chop, big chop. That's how you feeling?
Huh?
All right, so we got Max Holloway going against Arnold Allen. This is a huge fight in the featherweight division. Probably to decide the next number one contender.
Mm-hmm.
If Max were to win this fight though, and Volk defends his title, excuse me, I can't imagine Max going for number 4. It just I don't see Dana White making that fight happen. And if Volk wins and Max wins, we might end up seeing Volk go against wait it out for Islam, honestly, because there's no other contenders at featherweight. So
Can't fight again.
Dana's probably hoping in a way that Arnold wins this so he can keep the featherweight division flowing. But Volk has ran through everybody's to where it's no more contenders out there. And if
Max and Volk can't get another fight. It just won't happen.
Yeah. So, coming into the fight, Max, -155 favorite. Very close. The odds are very close.
Right.
Against Arnold Allen. Before we go to the tail of the tape, this Max Holloway is a huge step up in competition from what Allen has been facing. Yeah, he beat Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar got injured. He's labeled as a TKO.
Dan Hooker.
He destroyed Dan Hooker first round KO, but Dan Hooker has been on a slide ever since his loss to Poirier, honestly. And as we keep scrolling, I mean, you see what I'm saying?
Crazy.
The competition isn't there compared to a Max Holloway.
Yeah.
So the question that we're going to also answer today is, can Arnold Allen beat a top guy, upper echelons of featherweight? You know, when I think of the upper echelons, I think Yair Rodriguez, I think Max Holloway, I think Volk, obviously, maybe even Brian Ortega. So it's a very competitive weight class, and Volk has ran through them all. So what's best for business is Arnold Allen getting this win.
Keep the division rolling.
Will he get this win? Do we think he'll get this win?
In my opinion.
Stay tuned.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Tail of the tape. We got Max, with a record of 23-7. Arnold Allen 19-1. I think Max Holloway's losses, I actually kind of want to see them. I know 1 to Connor. I want to say 2 to Dustin.
Volk.
3 to Volk. That's 6. Lost to Bermudez. I don't even think he's in the UFC anymore. Max 5'11", Arnold Allen 5'8". Weighing at 161.
Let's reach.
That's not accurate. They fight at 145. I don't know where that came in at. Max, that's the weird thing about Max. He's taller than all of his opponents, but he doesn't have a reach advantage. When he fought Volk, I think he gave up 2 to 3 inches to Volk in reach. And he was towering of Volk.
Short.
So that's weird. Arnold is a bigger guy, though, as far as size.
Yeah, he's stocky.
And the leg reach, Max obviously got that. He got them long legs. So let's break it down a little further. Arnold Allen, he's a balanced fighter. You know, he's well-rounded everywhere. You know, nice kicks, nice jabs, nice punches.
Very jumpy.
He can slip. He can secure takedowns and sub you, but most of his fights, he's on the feet. Max, you know, he's a striker. Punches and bunches, slipping and ripping.
Slipping and ripping all the time.
Max finds himself in a lot of brawls. That's
got the
not
chin to do it.
Yeah, he has the chin to do it, but that's not the kind of fight that I would want to fight against Arnold Allen.
Right.
Somebody who blitz, he's a blitzer.
Yeah, he's a big blitzer.
But also if you blitz Max can slip and he can hit you with some stuff. He can hit you with some teams.
Yeah, he can clean your chin off.
We know Arnold Allen, he overextends a lot. Once he feels like he has a path to victory and he can get you out of there, he
goes straight for it.
Yeah, he's gonna go for it, and the patience goes out of the window.
Yeah,
you know,
he like jumps around and stays kind of patient.
Yeah, he can be patient.
But
if he feels like he hurts you,
yeah, when he sees it, he goes for it. He tries to get it out of there.
And it can get him in trouble against a guy like Max Holloway because, like we said, this is a step up in competition. Also a step up in strikers that he's faced. Right. So that can get him in a lot of trouble.
So what we saw with Dan Hooker, Arnold got very aggressive, tried to finish him out of there. And Dan hit him with one strike to the chin, and he started stumbling away. So
yeah, he rocked him.
We're not too sure how his chin looks. He hasn't truly been tested yet, in my opinion. But seeing that Dan Hooker could have rocked him just off of one punch kind of is scary with Max Holloway, knowing that he can slip out of there. He's a really good counter striker.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know how much that's going to affect him.
Yeah. So Dan Hooker was rolling with the punches, and he was hurt, but he was still in the fight in a way. He was still, staying composed. Max Holloway is even better at doing that. Yeah, he can be hurt, but he can have a great poker face, and his recovery is immaculate. He can recover very fast, and let Arnold Allen still think he has Max hurt, and he can get punished for it.
Yeah, it can be lights out.
Let's talk about the cardio. Max's cardio, we know some of the best cardio in the UFC, if not the best cardio in the UFC, doesn't get tired. Whether he's punishing or he's doing the punishing, he doesn't get tired, and he always comes forward, and he's always moving, which is great, and always punches and bunches. He never gets what
600, 700 punches.
A lot of punches
against Cater?
Against Calvin Cater. Yeah. I think he set the record for most significant strikes landed. I don't know about thrown, but he landed a lot of significant strikes. And he's a volume striker. Mm-hmm. And the thing about him, Arnold Allen, he likes to kind of brawl a little bit. But if Max comes out like he did against Calvin Cater, because Max can start slow.
Yeah.
Max gets better as the rounds go along. But when we saw him fight Calvin Cater, assertive right from round one.
Oh yeah, he kept it going.
He brought out the pressure, and he didn't allow Calvin Cater to get his hands going until later in the round, later in the fight. If he could do that to Arnold Allen and make Arnold Allen feel uncomfortable and not let Arnold get his hands going, he can very well walk to an easy victory. I could say easy victory.
Even if he doesn't do that, Arnold gasses himself really quick.
Yeah,
I can see Arnold winning the first round or two, and then Max just closing it out easy.
Another thing that Max has in common with that Calvin Cater fight and this fight, he was coming off a loss to Volk. Mm-hmm. Back then, he came off a loss to Volk, and people were starting to say maybe Volk is better than Max. Maybe Max isn't as good as Volk. Maybe Volk is just the better fighter. And then Max came out and put on one of the greatest performances we've ever seen in the UFC octagon against Calvin Cater. Well, he's coming off another loss to Volk. And he has a chip on his shoulder. And once again, people are saying, yeah, Max just isn't as good as Volk. And yeah, he's just not there yet. He's just a different level. And that kind of Max, that's a scary Max. Because a chip on his shoulder, people are starting to doubt him. He could come out here and very well come out first round, not take the first round off, and assert his dominance and show that he is one of the greatest featherweights of all time, which he is. But yeah, back to cardio. Max's cardio, we know, is outstanding. Arnold's cardio, on the other hand, he can tend to gas himself out sometimes. Mm-hmm. Not to where he's just dog tired and out of the fight, but you can tell in body language.
Yeah.
Because his blitzes, he blitzes, but then once he feel like he gets you hurt, he empties the tank and he gives it all he got to get you out of there.
Right.
And after those moments, you can see his hands begin to drop.
Yeah, he gets
and
a little
he's breathing
lazy.
heavy.
He gets lazy.
And he's easier to hit.
Doesn't stop him from blitzing though.
Yeah.
Doesn't stop
him from his offense, but defensively he takes a significant hit because his hands drop and he's breathing heavier. Mm-hmm. And Max sees that and he's gonna start ripping to the body. And then he's just gonna start bringing to the head. And then the body kicks are gonna start unleashing, and he could be in trouble. Mm-hmm. He could be in trouble. But we know Arnold Allen also likes to start early. That's a thing about him. We know Arnold Allen wants to start early. He wants to try to finish you early. He doesn't want to be in there for a long time. And Max is used to 5-round fights. He's gone 5 rounds over and over and over again. Arnold Allen, I don't think he's ever been 5 rounds.
No.
So that could play a factor in him starting early. He might not want to start early. He might want to save some in the tank, knowing he knows that Max Holloway isn't going to go anywhere, and he might not be able to knock Max out. So in the events of it, he might want to take his time.
we'll see how much he changes for that.
The question is, can Arnold be a top guy? And we will see. But also, I would like to see, not I would like to see, but I feel like it would greatly benefit Arnold if he tries to take Max down, which he probably won't, because Max takedown defense is A1.
Yeah, it's good.
But try to get in clinch situations and make it less about striking. Prediction time. Your turn.
I want first up? Oh, Lord. All right. So, it can go one or two ways. I got Max winning regardless. Either, one, Max is going to come out starting slow. Arnold's going to blitz the heck out of him and take the first round or two. But Max is going to close out the next three. Absolutely. His cardio's too good for Arnold to come in and outstrike him all fight. But I also could see Max, round one, he's going to land on Arnold's chin because he's going to overblitz, just like Dan Hooker did. Couldn't finish him, though. I see Max could close the fight out if he lands a good strike on Arnold, depending on how good his chin actually is. I see an all 5-round fight because Max doesn't get as many finishes, but he could definitely test Arnold and get the finish.
I gotta go on like this. I think Max Holloway is gonna put this guy out of his misery. I think Max Holloway is gonna knock this guy out. We've never seen Arnold Allen chin be tested to the way that we know Max is gonna test him. Even if Max gets beat up, Max is still gonna test your chin more than any of your other opponents. 100% because of the volume and because of how sharp he is. He's very sharp and he can slip. He can slip and rip. And if Arnold's gonna overextend, seeing a path to victory to get him out of there early, Max is gonna weather the storm. Max can hurt him. I see Arnold at least getting hurt multiple times in this fight.
Yeah.
And if we get a Max Holloway that fought Calvin Kattar,
he's gone. He's getting destroyed. Arnold's getting destroyed.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what round, but I got Max Holloway by knockout. And then I don't know what he's gonna do. He might have to go up in weight class. But
Really? We'll have to wait to see if Yair wins, huh?
yeah. But Volk's probably gonna get an immediate rematch. And then Volk will have to lose again.
Yeah.
So we're talking a year and a
He's gonna
half.
be waiting a long time.
So he's gonna have to wait a long time, or he's gonna go up. I don't see him going down.
No.
That's too much of a weight cut. And going up, if he goes up, I don't think he'll have much success going up. It's killers up there. So
I mean, we see how it went down with Dustin.
yeah,
He did great up there, chin-wise, but
Yeah.
he wasn't able to outstrike Dustin.
yeah.
wait
And
till then.
the power was different.
Yeah.
Max had hit Dustin with a nice little combo, and Dustin will land a hook, and it'll stop him in his tracks. So, that's our predictions. Let us know what y'all think down low. We tend to be active weekly over here, so you know what I'm saying, this if Die Hard is something you think you can get behind, feel free to leave us up.
Yeah.
You know? Like, tell a friend.
Lots of fights coming up.
If you find yourself watching us and you think, you know what I'm saying, and you have friends, tell a friend. If you don't have no friends, sucks to be you. Be gone.
Yeah, we're going to see y'all.